Hi, this is Michael Donahue, and this is my presentation, Too Much Fighting on the Dance Floor, an analysis of the Specials' response to civil unrest in Britain during the late 70s and early 80s with their song, Ghost Town. After recording their first album, The Specials, in 1978, the Coventry local band The Specials finagled a bottom-of-the-bill gig supporting The Clash after lead Clash member Joe Strummers attended one of their gigs. Of course, this was a dream gig for them. Unfortunately, during this time, the National Front, a basically neo-Nazi political party for whites only who opposed non-white immigration, was increasingly pushed out of the political sphere thanks to Margaret Thatcher reinstating the Tories as the key far-right political party. I say unfortunately because to maintain relevancy during this time, the National Front had instigated a program of direct action by enlisting skinheads to infiltrate and essentially rebel-rouse punk gigs to obtain headline coverage in the media. In response to this perceived mod vs. skinhead revival of Britain early 60s that vocalist and keyboardist of the band Jerry Dahmer observed while on tour, the Specials adopted mod uniforms and infused the very British punk sound into the choppy beats of ska popular with the skinhead cult in the 1960s to create the new genre two-tone. Two-tone was an effort to emphasize the idea that blacks and whites can operate in the same unit and speak to the youths, which is extremely representative of the band's mixed-race lineup. In the following months, the Specials applied this new sound to their second album, More Specials, and embarked on a tour in the autumn of 1980. During this time, once affluent areas, now decayed due to relocation of industry and subsequent massive job loss, were feeling the wrath of horrid recession. Fearing widespread violence in these areas due to the increasing unemployment rate, the Tories created Operation Swamp, better known as Sus Laws at the time, which granted law enforcement the right to stop and search any individual based solely on reasonable suspicion, after Margaret Thatcher's assertion earlier that year that Britain might be rather swamped by people of different cultures. Of course, these stop and search were always enacted on individuals of color, and they were almost always violent. Coincidentally, the Specials tour ran directly through almost all these areas, and the band experienced the rampant depression, poverty, and inequality firsthand. Most readily at their shows where audience frustration boiled over into show-ending brawls and riots. Due to multiple violent debacles at shows, the band eventually canceled their tour midway through after an especially tumultuous show at Cambridge, wherein two members attempted to intervene to stop fans from battling with security guards, only to be arrested and fined £400 for inciting a riot. Powered by despair and anger at the state of the nation, the Specials sat down to record Ghost Town. Jerry Dahmer stated, "We were touring, so we saw a lot of it. Liverpool and Glasgow were particularly bad. The overall sense I wanted to convey was impending doom. The song, avowing statements such as 'can't go on no more, people getting angry,' and 'bands won't play no more, too much fighting on the dance floor.'" The Specials' affirmation rang true, as the same week the prophetic song hit #1 on the British charts. Massive riots began to break out within the very cities the Specials based Ghost Town on.